All right, let's kick things off, shall we? Today's deep dive takes us straight into the heart of Liverpool's FA Cup clash with Accrington Stanley.
Should be a fun one.
Oh, absolutely. We've got a fresh off the press article here breaking down all the action, and you're about to be totally in the know about all the big moments.
Sounds good.
But before we get into the nitty-gritty, I've got to ask you, did you catch wind of that Liverpool player who scored an absolute screamer?
Oh, you mean the one who's got Real Madrid practically drooling?
That's the one?
Yeah.
Intrigued. I know I am.
Yeah, let's dive in. So first things first. Liverpool snagged a comfortable 4-0 victory against Accrington Stanley. This all went down at Anfield, their home turf.
Classic Anfield, right? Third round of the FA Cup, huh?
You got it.
Okay, but you hinted there's more to the story than just who won.
There's always more to the story, isn't there?
Huh? That's the truth.
So we're talking English football here, right? A whole system of interconnected leagues. And Accrington Stanley, they're from League Two. That's 2 whole tiers below Liverpool.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a pretty big gap.
It is. So for them, just getting to this stage of the FA Cup is a pretty big deal.
Makes sense. So this wasn't just another walk in the park for Liverpool then?
Not at all. And speaking of layers, let's talk Trent Alexander-Arnold. This match was a roller coaster for him, especially with all those Real Madrid rumors floating around.
Oh, yeah, those rumors are intense. Hold on, though. For those of us who haven't been glued to the transfer news, what's the deal with Real Madrid and Alexander-Arnold?
Well, his contract runs out at the end of the season, so that means other clubs can try to sign him. And Real Madrid, well, they're a football giant, known for snatching up top players, seems like they've got their eye on him.
Wow, so the pressure's definitely on then. And to top it all off, he goes and scores a wonder goal in this match.
He did. It was a fantastic strike from way out. He took one touch, just one, and whipped that ball into the top corner from the edge of the penalty area. Pure class.
Can you imagine having that kind of composure in a match like that?
Yeah.
With all those transfer rumors swirling around you? It's like he was making a statement.
You can't forget his performance against Manchester United just a few days before, where he faced a lot of criticism.
So maybe a little bit of redemption in that celebratory smile then.
Could be. Now, to really grasp how brilliant Alexander-Arnold's goal was, we have to get into tactics a bit.
Okay, I'm listening.
Under Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool's manager, Alexander-Arnold has changed his role quite a bit. He's gone from a traditional right back to a more attacking playmaking role. He's like a quarterback on the pitch.
I see. So this goal wasn't just a lucky shot. It's part of his evolving role on the team.
Exactly. It really highlights the tactical shift Klopp's brought to Liverpool, a shift that's been super successful, I might add.
That's pretty interesting. And I bet that tactical evolution might play a part in his decision about Real Madrid, too.
You're thinking if he'd have the same freedom and impact there.
Exactly.
It's a question worth pondering, for sure.
Definitely. Okay, before we get too lost in that thought, can we rewind to the start of the match?
Sure.
Give us the rundown on those other goals and what were the key moments.
All right, so Diogo Jota scored the first goal.
Nice.
Got a beautiful assist from Darwin Nunez there.
A dynamic duo.
For sure. Then right before halftime, bam, Alexander-Arnold delivers that stunner.
And after that, did the goals just start pouring in?
Well, not quite. Accrington Stanley, they put up a good fight. Got to give them credit for that. They weren't just going to roll over. In fact, Josh Woods, huge Liverpool fan, by the way, almost scored for Accrington.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, hit the crossbar. And, his reaction to the draw went viral, remember? Boyhood Liverpool fan going up against his idols.
Oh, yeah.
Would have been an incredible story if he'd actually scored. Talk about a dream come true, even if it's for the other team, right?
Hitting.
That near miss really pumped up Accrington, and they held their own for a while, but in the end, Liverpool's just got that extra edge.
Yeah, that's what makes them so formidable.
Right. So Academy graduate Jaden comes off the bench, scores the 3rd goal, and then Federico Chiesa, summer signing, adds the 4th.
So we had Academy prospects, new signings, a star player on fire, and almost a fairy tale moment. Sounds like this match had it all.
It really did. But beyond the goals and drama, there are some smaller details worth noting. Like, did you know Rio Ngumoha, just 16 years old, became the youngest player ever to play for Liverpool in the FA Cup?
16. You're kidding.
Nope. It's a testament to Liverpool's youth development program,
Definitely.
Yeah.
To give a player that young a chance in a serious match, that's a big statement.
For sure. Makes you wonder what other future stars they've got waiting in the wings.
It's exciting to think about. But, okay, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Right?
We've got plenty more to unpack about this match and what it all means.
Before we do, I'm curious. What really caught your attention in this first half, listener? Was it that Alexander-Arnold goal, maybe the Accrington players near miss, or something else entirely? Think about it while we get ready to dive deeper into the second half and everything that came after. All right, so Liverpool had that commanding lead, but Accrington Stanley, they didn't just give up in the second half.
They kept fighting.
Oh, absolutely. Their captain, Sean Whalley, had a great chance, but just couldn't quite put it away.
Ah, so close.
Yeah, but even though they lost, you got to admire that underdog spirit.
For sure. But in the end, Liverpool's dominance in possession, especially in that first half, 84.6%, that's wild.
That's how they control the game.
Yeah, it makes a difference. Okay, I want to talk about Federico Chiesa for a sec.
The summer signing.
Yeah, you mentioned he scored that fourth goal after coming off the bench. How'd he look overall?
Well, Chiesa, he's an interesting case. He's incredibly talented, came over from Juventus in Italy, star player in Serie A, but the Premier League, it's a whole different ballgame.
Faster, more physical, right?
You got it. Takes time to adjust.
So do you think he's starting to settle in?
I think so, yeah. He didn't start this match, but when he came on, he brought a real spark to the attack. Had a couple of shots saved by Accrington's keeper, Billy Crellin, but then boom, that third goal, Dan's was right there to grab the rebound.
So Chiesa helped create that scoring opportunity, even though he didn't get the goal himself.
Exactly. And that shows his playmaking skills. He's not just about scoring, he sets his teammates up too.
That versatility is valuable for any team.
Absolutely, especially in a system like Liverpool's, so fluid, interchanging positions, it's crucial.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Now, some might say it's too early to judge Chiesa, that he needs more time, but I think we're starting to see flashes of that brilliance he showed in Italy.
So you're optimistic about what he can bring to Liverpool?
Very much so, yeah. Pace, skill, an eye for goal, and a knack for those chances. Plus, he's still young, plenty of room to grow.
That's exciting.
Okay.
In a way, it feels like the FA Cup lets us take a breather from all the pressure, the league, transfers, the constant analysis.
It brings you back to basics.
Exactly. Just pure enjoyment of the game.
It reminds us what football is all about at its core. The passion, the competition, those unexpected moments.
Well said. So as we wrap up this deep dive, we want you, the listener, to keep that in mind the next time you watch any football match. It's not just about the final score, the star players, or all the transfer buzz. It's about the stories, the emotions, the flashes of brilliance, the unpredictable nature of the sport that makes it so exciting. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Liverpool's FA Cup victory.